Welcome to this NCUA Consumer Protection Update. This is part of a series intended to inform credit unions and their members about consumer protection matters. Protecting members from elder financial abuse is on the minds of credit unions nationwide. In this update, we will help you understand the processes and privacy provisions to reporting elder financial abuse. Recent studies suggest that financial exploitation is the most common form of elder abuse. Only a small fraction of incidents are reported, often because the older adult is embarrassed or ashamed. They don't want to report a family member or caregiver, or they may even fear being retaliated against. This video may be used as a training resource for credit union board of directors, management teams, staff, and members.
In this update, we will discuss how the privacy provisions of the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act are applied to the reporting of elder abuse, which is the illegal or improper use of an older adult's funds, property, or assets.
Older adults can become targets of financial exploitation by family members, caregivers, scam artists, financial advisors, home repair contractors, fiduciaries, such as agents under power of attorney and guardians, and others. Older adults are attractive targets because they may have significant assets or equity in their homes. They may be especially vulnerable due to isolation, cognitive decline, physical disability, health problems, and/or the recent loss of a partner, family member, or friend. Employees of credit unions may be able to spot irregular transactions, account activity, or behavior that signals financial abuse. They can be essential in preventing and detecting elder financial exploitation by reporting suspicious activities to the proper authorities. Prompt reporting of suspected financial exploitation to Adult Protective Services, law enforcement, or a long-term care ombudsman can trigger appropriate intervention, prevention of financial losses, and other remedies. NCUA, along with 7 other federal regulatory agencies, released important guidance clarifying that it is generally acceptable for financial institutions to report suspected elder financial abuse to appropriate authorities without violating the consumer's privacy. Specifically, you can report suspected abuse to law enforcement, social services, and other local, state, or federal agencies without violating the privacy provisions of the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act. NCUA provided this guidance as Letter to Credit Unions 13 CU 08 in September of 2013. It can be found by visiting mycreditunion.gov under the Protect Your Finances tab. Click on Consumer Protection Update and then Preventing Elder Abuse. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act generally requires a credit union to notify its members and give them an opportunity to opt out before providing non-public personal information to a third party. Meanwhile, the interagency guidance clarifies that it is generally acceptable under the law for credit unions and other financial institutions to report suspected elder financial abuse to appropriate local, state, or federal agencies. These disclosures of information may be made either at the agency's request or on the credit union's initiative. A credit union may disclose non-public personal information to comply with federal, state, or local laws, rules, and other applicable legal requirements, such as state laws that require reporting by financial institutions of suspected abuse. To respond to a properly authorized civil, criminal, or regulatory investigation or subpoena or summons by federal, state, or local authorities. And to protect against or prevent actual or potential fraud, unauthorized transactions, claims, or other liability, such as reporting incidents of obtaining an older adult's consent to sign over assets through misrepresentation of the intent of the transaction. Moreover, a credit union may disclose non-public personal information with the consumer's consent or consent of the consumer's legal representative. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act permits you to share non-public personal information under appropriate circumstances without obtaining the consumer's authorization. When acting in good faith, a credit union is protected from civil or criminal liability as a result of reporting known or suspected financial abuse of an older adult. NCUA strongly encourages credit unions to review their policy and procedures to ensure they are consistent with state law and the interagency guidance regarding reporting requirements when elder abuse or financial exploitation is suspected. Credit unions should also ensure their staff is trained on the potential signs that might trigger a report of elder abuse or financial exploitation. Among the possible signs of abuse are erratic or unusual banking transactions or changes in banking patterns. For example, frequent large withdrawals, including daily maximum currency withdrawals from an ATM, or debit transactions that are inconsistent for the older adult. A caregiver or other individual may show excessive interest in the older adult's finances or assets, does not allow the older adult to speak for himself, or is reluctant to leave the older adult's side during conversations. Other signs include the inability to speak directly with the older adult, despite repeated attempts to contact him or her, and the older adult financial management changes suddenly, such as through a change of power of attorney to a different family member or a new individual. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation jointly developed Money Smart for Older Adults, another useful resource for training and raising awareness about preventing, identifying, and responding to elder abuse or financial exploitation. Information on this curriculum and other resources regarding the prevention of financial abuse of older adults is available at NCUA's consumer website, mycreditunion.gov, and financial literacy microsite, PocketSense. Notably, the Money Smart for Older Adults program may be a good starting place for creating internal policy and procedures and developing employee training. If you have questions concerning the guidance, please contact NCUA's Office of Consumer Protection, your regional NCUA office, or state supervisory authority. This concludes our segment on elder financial abuse. Remember, credit unions are encouraged to share this video with their board of directors, management, staff, and members as an educational supplement to any current efforts you may have underway. Thank you for joining us. For more information about the topic discussed in this video, visit the links appearing on screen now.